Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for this Wheel of Fortune just popped it right into my lap there. So could be a very lucky time for you here, Capricorn, but this is going to be your reading for a bonus reading for November of 2023 or whatever year we're in. You start off with the Temperance card in your present energies. So, I feel like you've been waiting for something here. I really do get that, I really do get that, extreme patience type of, I feel like you've been very patient, but maybe you're at a point where you're like, okay, I'm done waiting here, universe. I feel I've put in the work right here to deserve something. And so that's the feeling I get here, Capricorn, is that you've really, put in the work. You've really kind of been trying to maybe perfect something in your life. This could be perfecting a new direction in your life. It could be, doing things in different ways in your life. Whatever it is, doesn't really matter. And, I kind of feel that you've been trying to transmute the energy around you that exists. And it's like you've been waiting for something. And the thing is I feel like saying worth the wait. So you end with the World in the Page of Cups, which tells me that something that you've been waiting for is kind of here, but I feel it's totally is worth the wait. For some of you, it could be love because you have the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles here, but it doesn't have to be. The Page of Cups could be something that you're dreaming of, and the Page of Cups is in your outcome position. So he has that fish in that cup. And I always say that fish might not exist. It might be something that is in his imagination, something that he's imagining manifesting in his life. And that's kind of what I feel for you here. The Nine of Wands, of course, is a card of the Wounded Warrior, can represent being guarded and needing to kind of open up. So I do feel for a lot of you that this could represent needing to kind of open up here, or needing to open up to new ways of doing things in your life, and also needing to experiment. Again, Nine of Wands is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I kind of feel that the Nine of Wands is encouraging you to try new things, especially if you're looking for something specific like love, then I would say try, a different form of dating. If you're looking to make money, try something new to make more money. In the area of what's on your mind, again, Knight of Swords. Again, waiting. The reason that this would represent waiting in your mind is because normally this would represent something rushing in. So, I really feel you've kind of been waiting, and you're hoping that something will rush into your life. You're hoping that something will kind of manifest, or something will happen. And I kind of feel you're, I don't know what words I'm looking for here, but it's you're in your mind, you feel like you should have something already, right? And it hasn't rushed in. And that's the feeling I get here, whether it's love or otherwise, doesn't matter. Like I said, it could be anything. So it's your mind is racing and where is it? I've been putting in all this work, like I said, with the Ten of Wands, and, you're just hoping for a harvest, and so I kind of feel like that's where we're at. Next in your foundation, you have the Page of Pentacles. I like the Page of Pentacles in the area of the foundation, especially for you. And, again, I talk about Saturn was in Capricorn in 2016. And, I talk about this with you all the time, Capricorn. So the Page of Pentacles is the card of studiousness, and so it really tells me that you are willing to learn. Some of the other signs, right, are maybe a little bit too fixed, I find. Some of the other signs, they always get these messages of needing to be more flexible, right, except for you. So, I kind of feel like you are willing to be flexible to learn how to have something in your life, whether it's love or business or whatever you're waiting for here. And, that's kind of what I get, really. I do also feel that someone wants to communicate with you here, Capricorn. So if you're looking for love, I feel like there's someone who wants to communicate. I feel like they're extremely shy. Could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aries. You have water here. Could be any sign, basically. So it could be any sign. But, I feel there's someone who's shy, maybe a little bit more withdrawn. I do feel like you're meeting this person in public somewhere, so definitely something to think about. But, just know that, again, it could be someone who's a little bit shy at first. In the area of what you are moving past, I feel like you're moving past just staying in a comfort zone, which is excellent. The Two of Wands, he is standing at the top of his castle, and he has this village down here, and it kind of says that he needs to leave a comfort zone, or he needs to kind of go in new directions, right? So I definitely feel that for you, where it could be time for you to leave a comfort zone or move in new directions in your life. I feel that will kind of lead to the most success for you. I also feel that the Two of Wands can represent kind of rushing to a finish line. And it can say that, he feels like he has peaked. He feels like there is nothing more for him to do in his life. But really, he's holding the whole world in his hands, and you have the world right here. You are the world, right? The world card really represents Capricorn, so that is your energy, and I feel that you are maybe either opening up to new ways of doing things, or you're opening up to the possibility that things can, that there is more that you can do with your life. It's like you're not limited. I feel like you're kind of expanding your options. Again, Nine of Wands to me is kind of a card of expanding your options because it's a card of experimenting. Like I said, throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. In the very near future, you have the Knight of Cups. So definitely could be a love connection that's coming in for you if you're looking for love. I kind of feel this is someone who will sweep you off your feet as well. Like I said, I keep getting shyness popping into my head though. So again, especially if you meet this person in public, maybe, which I kind of feel like you are, then maybe your first impression is like, oh, they're shy or, something like that. So I don't know. It's popping into my head. This person could also be a dreamer as well. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. I mean, whenever I see that, I'm like, oh, this person has a lot of dreams. If they're actually working on their dreams, then that's one thing. If they're just a dreamer, that could be a problem. So I would pay attention to that. Although I do feel like this person probably takes action. Whenever I see a reading like this as well, where it looks to me like you see this person one way, but then in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Emperor. And so it tells me that you could be meeting a person where it's like you see them one way, but as you get to know them, they're like really an emperor. They're not, they're not just a page or a knight. There's something more going on here. I also feel this could have to do with your dreams. Like I said, the universe clearly wants you to be working towards something or wants you to have something. And you're kind of like, this is something that you've been waiting on, right? And I feel the Knight of Cups, all he has to do is plant seeds right here in front of that water and they will grow. So I literally feel all you have to do is make a move and, take action and things will work out. Excuse me. You have the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands is a card of carrying a heavy burden. He's about to reach his home back here, and really, he planted those wands. I like the Ten of Wands. Again, he planted those wands in his fields, and that is his harvest. So, yes, he has done a lot of work, and yes, I feel like you have done a lot of work on something that you've been trying to manifest or create in your life. But you're about to have a harvest, is what this is telling me, especially back here with that home. I feel like you're about to accomplish something, have an accomplishment, but it's probably something you've been working very hard towards, whatever it is. Something where you've been very patient with that Temperance card as well, where you've been trying to manifest something, wondering if you're ever going to have it. It could be a business, love, whatever. And I feel like you've been really putting in the work, and that's where the success is going to come from. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Emperor. I do feel you could be attracting an Emperor-like person. Like I said, I don't think you see them that way at first, but I feel they could be developing into this. I also feel that this is saying that you are kind of in the driver's seat as far as all your relationships, all your closest relationships are concerned. So I feel like you need to realize that, again, if you want to socialize this month, maybe you are going to have to be the one to, get everyone together, right? That's what I mean by taking the lead. If you are, some of you, maybe you should be taking the lead in something you're working on. Maybe you're trying to take the lead in a group in work or business. I would be taking the lead with this energy. But again, I feel there could also be a lot of action as far as socializing is concerned. I feel like you need it, Capricorn, anyway. So, if I were you, I'd be getting out of the house. Next, in the area of your future feelings, I feel you're feeling really good because you show up as a world. Again, the world is you. So you're showing up in a position of power and strength just by showing up as a world card. But I feel like you really feel that you have the power to create your own reality. I mean, this right here is a sorceress. She has the power to create worlds, right? So I literally feel that you have the power to create your own world at this time, and you just have to do it. She has these two wands, and one wand is the magician's wand. The other wand is just a wand that she could take action with, meaning it kind of says she can manifest with magic, and she can also manifest by, kind of doing things by actually taking actions on the things that she's working on. I almost feel like something is giving you confidence here as well. It feels pretty good. Next, you have this Page of Cups. This is coming up in your outcome position. And the Page of Cups could be a new love offer, a new person coming in for you. But again, he has this fish in that cup. And I feel like there is something right here that you need to work towards, something that could lead to a lot of abundance and success. Something that you're working on or working towards. I would definitely get moving here with the Page of Cups. But let's see what is going on for you. With the Temperance card and the Nine of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles. If you want love, I love the King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus coming in for you, but King of Pentacles is someone who wants something permanent, long-term, someone who really puts in the work. So I feel like you could be attracting that type of person into your life. I also feel that you are definitely working on stabilizing your finances. Hard to get away from with you, with you, especially Capricorn. I feel like, just your astrology in general is all about you stabilizing your finances. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration. I would be careful of running away from someone too quickly here as well. I'm wondering, your past relationship maybe was like a third-party situation, and I'm wondering if that's what this is as well. Some of you could have a new person coming in. I would be careful of, overcorrection, right? It's like, I think we should pay attention, of course. If someone is displaying traits that they're a player, they're probably a player. They're probably going to put you in a third party. But I kind of get the feeling here that maybe this is a little bit of an overcorrection where you're saying, like, if you meet a new person, maybe they're just a little bit shy. So maybe they are afraid to, like, text too much or something like that. But maybe you think that they're playing games because they're, like, not texting you back right away or something like that. And I feel this is saying, like, it would be better for you to communicate right? Instead of like assume that this person is a player when really I feel like they're just like shy, which is what I was getting. You have a lot of cards, or well, just Three of Cups really, but you have a lot of these people cards showing up here. So it could be a very social month. And, I would encourage you to socialize and not stay home and do nothing, right? Like me, a Pisces, but I would like get out into the world. I feel like you could be having kind of like these moments where you have like lucky interactions with people. But again, if you stay home, you're not going to have those interactions. So, I would get out there. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Hangman. Again, you've been waiting for something for a long time, like we already said. The Hangman is a card of enlightenment, though. Normally, his head is glowing. And so he has been enlightened to like new opportunities or new directions that he could move in his life, but he just has to move in those new directions. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on here with the Hangman, is that like you've become enlightened to things that you need to like take action on or new directions that you need to move in. And I feel this is saying like it's time to follow through, right? Going up to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups has the dream, but like I said, he's standing in the desert and there's that water flowing in front of him. So even though he's in the desert, things can still grow. And, I keep saying to people, this is the time that we're in right now, is that the external world, it's going to look like we don't have the resources to, create something. But if we actually just try to go do it, then it will be successful. So it looks like we're in the desert. We don't have the resources. And maybe we have to find another resource or a different resource to make things work. But if we do that, it'll work, plain and simple. With the Two of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is kind of like thinking about the past. I feel like you're finally letting go of the past situation, whatever this is right here. I definitely, just judging by your past readings as well, you've had a lot of stuff about like dealing with a toxic person in the past or, some sort of weird situation. So I kind of feel like you are letting go of a past person or, a past challenging situation with that Three of Cups and Knight of Swords there. And the Six of Cups is kind of saying to me that you're leaving the past in the past. I feel like maybe it's kind of weird because I'm wondering if you were with a person where it's like you have good memories, but they also did bad stuff, if that makes sense. And, I kind of feel you're moving past it. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Four of Wands. Are you kidding? Excuse me. The Four of Wands could definitely be marriage. So if you're looking to get married, this Knight of Cups person could definitely be the person you're marrying. I also feel this is kind of like the 110% commitment. I always look at the Four of Wands, even if you don't want love, just committing to something like 110%. I've been getting a lot of like that star energy. I like the star, don't get me wrong, but she is like just dipping her toes in the water. She needs to cannonball into the deep end, right? She needs to make the 110% commitment to her North Star, that big star that's on the card. And I kind of feel that here, where it's like saying, the reason maybe you're hesitating or you're not being as successful as you want to be in, especially for those of you working on projects, side hustles, things like that, is probably because of this right here, like your mind, something like thinking that it's going to be too much work with the Ten of Wands, or, thinking like the last thing, the last business I tried burned me, or the last job I got burned me, and, kind of like those past thoughts. I feel like the Four of Wands is saying, commit to a new story, new direction, and that's where you will be successful. I feel like luck is on your side as well. And with the Ten of Wands, you have the Moon here. Again, the Ten of Wands and the Moon are coming up over the next few months. I do feel like you're kind of more withdrawn. I feel that's why the Emperor is coming up here. It's like saying, don't just not do anything to socialize, I do feel like you might be this winter, maybe you're entering into like a withdrawn period where you're more focused on work. it's like on one hand, I don't think there's anything wrong with that because obviously I feel like you're seeing success and because you are focusing on work, right? Which we kind of see here. But I also feel it's saying at the same time, make sure to balance your energy. Make sure not to just, stay home and do nothing. With the Emperor, what do you know? You have the Queen of Pentacles here. King and Queen of Pentacles are divine counterparts. Personally, I love the King and Queen of Pentacles together. To me, they really want to make it work. Like they really want to put the work in to have a solid connection, a solid relationship. So, they really want to make it happen. And I kind of feel that energy here with the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Definitely could be another Earth sign. If it's not, it's probably a person with a lot of Earth in their chart or something. I also feel that you are, again, very focused on your finances and stabilizing your finances, which, again, I don't really feel good or bad about that. I just feel, kind of is what it is, right? I feel like it's just part of being a Capricorn. With the world, you have the Hierophant Taurus here, so you could definitely be attracting a Taurus person here. I don't know, Taurus all of a sudden has been all up in everybody's business. So, Taurus might be open for business if you catch my drift. But, what I would say here is that you have 2 marriage cards in a row, so definitely could be a person you're marrying. The other thing that I would say is that you have the ability to create new worlds. So the Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. He can manifest his dreams on earth. This reading is definitely going in that direction. It's like saying you have the power to create your own reality at this time. So take advantage of it with the Hierophant and with the World card. Take advantage of, manifesting your dreams or, stay focused on whatever it is that you're trying to manifest because I feel like you will manifest it very, very quickly. Excuse me. The Hierophant as well, I feel, is like saying outside the box thinking. I feel that some of you, maybe you're kind of too attached to past ideas. If I was being super, super picky about this reading, the King of Pentacles here, he represents convention, which is just the way things have always been done. So whenever I have the King of Pentacles, I always tell people, just like open up to maybe some new ways of doing things or different ways of doing things in your life. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just, something new. With the Page of Cups, you have the 6 of Swords here. So again, I think because you fully let go of the past, that this is what is probably leading to something new coming in, especially love, but does not have to just be love. It could be something you're working on. 6 of Swords is kind of my card of starting over. The woman and the child in this boat, they're bringing nothing but the clothing on their back across the choppy waters. And so it really says that they are kind of starting from scratch, kind of, because they still have the clothing on their back. They also have all the knowledge and wisdom that they learned right here, right between their 2 ears. So the swords that are in the front of the boat kind of represent them bringing forward the lessons they learned, the knowledge, the wisdom, all that other stuff, right? And so I feel for a lot of you, I don't really feel like you're starting over, but it might kind of feel that way. And this could be new love, where it's like saying, you're no dummy anymore, right? It's like maybe you see yourself as a dummy with the past person, but I feel if you're getting in with a new person, it's like, hey, you have all the knowledge and wisdom you need to make this something that can be very successful. So, let go of your fears on whatever it is that you're trying to do. We're going to pull 5 main themes with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun here. So let's see. You have the Bluff card. I would be careful of this past person coming back. It is coming up in the first position as well. I kind of feel like you're... I feel like someone thinks that you are bluffing them. I feel like someone thinks that you are not serious about not talking to them again and stuff like that. I'm laughing because I feel like you're laughing. I feel like you are, I feel like if this person tries to talk to you or whatever, I feel like you just laugh and I feel like you're not having it. So there you go. Yeah, this is what you want. Devotion. I love this card. There's like a bird with a dead bird. It's like, how cute is that? Till death do us part right here. So I really feel you're looking for someone who's dead serious. You're not looking for someone who is just kind of like half-assing relationships. Next, you have the Affair card. This is actually a good card. It's kind of like having a solid love. It's not like an affair like cheating. It's just having a solid connection, having a solid relationship. So again, if you're looking for love, I feel there could be kind of like a little bit of a magical connection coming in for you here. The Bluff card as well. I'm pretty sure I titled one of your last readings that like people can't believe like what you're able to accomplish, Capricorn. And this Bluff card kind of represents that. It kind of represents you accomplishing things that other people just can't see you accomplishing. So, that's what I kind of feel here with the Bluff card. So there you go. You have this Submission card. This is like the 8 of Swords. You can see here that this bird is stuck in this cage and it could easily escape the cage. So I feel for a lot of you that this is saying that you need to escape from something that's been holding back. I kind of feel it's your mind, here with the Three of Cups and this Knight of Swords, that some of you could be a little bit stuck because of past situations or past things that have happened to you in your life. So I would let those old stories go. And finally, you have this negotiation card. No negotiating. This is actually a good card, but if you are in a negotiation for something, I feel it'll go very well, like a house or a car. But I feel this could also, I read intuitively, and I am getting here that there could be a past person who's like coming back, but I feel like you going back to them would definitely be settling, is what I'm getting here. I'm not telling anyone what to do, but, I'm just saying, I think that it would definitely be kind of like a negotiation because, I think this person screwed up and I feel like you're worth more. So, I definitely wouldn't go back to the past year, but this is a really good reading. Again, I feel like you have the power to create worlds here, Capricorn. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.